Okay, I'm back. So, this is on to day 2 of BMT graduation. So, day 2 is the actual graduation that they do on the parade field. So, they have a briefing that morning, I think at 8 or either 9. I think the parade starts at 10. Anyway, if you attended the briefing the previous day, you do not have to attend the briefing on Friday. Sorry. You don't have to attend the briefing on Friday because it's the same information. It's the same thing, it's just for whoever couldn't attend the first one. So, I got there at like 9 o'clock or so. I actually parked on the other side. There's like a bridge you have to cross to get to the parade field. And I parked on the other side of the bridge, so I didn't have to walk very far. It's like a parking lot where like there's like a food truck or something. But I parked over there because I didn't want to have to walk as far, and it was a lot more convenient. So I got there at like 9. I went and sat down in the bleachers. The day before, my husband had showed me, where they were going to be standing, so I knew, how close I would have to be. So, I sat there, and it was really cold. Like, I took a blanket with me, and I was still freezing. It was so freaking cold. So, I watched them go out there and do practice. My husband was a guide on bear, which I mentioned before. So, he had to be out there to practice for the graduation because he had to be in, like, the big flight with all the flags and everything. So, I sat there and watched that. And then, I believe it started at 10. And it was a ridiculously long ceremony because it was so cold. But, it was really good. It was, good to see all the flights pass and everything. So, it was cool. Then they all walk forward. Like, they're really far off on the field for the first part of it. And then they all come forward. And they do their Airman's Creed or whatever they call it. And, then they are released for tap out. So, when I tap my husband out, we ran to the car because we had to run and do the meet and greet thing at his, squadron. So, we drove over there. I got to see where he slept and all this cool stuff. We took a couple of pictures. Then they had a briefing or something, and then they were released for their first day of Town Pass. So we left there, we went back into town, went back to my hotel, then we explored the Riverwalk and all this stuff, and I was so thankful we had a hotel because we were both exhausted. So we were able to explore the Riverwalk, go back to my hotel, and sleep. It was so nice to sleep because we've been up so early the last couple of days, having to prepare for all this. He's exhausted from 7 weeks of BMT, so I'm sure it was nice for him to sleep in a real bed and not with a bunch of men all day. And he was able to shower and all this stuff. Technically they're not supposed to take the uniform off, but in a hotel room, who's really looking? So anybody who was wondering about that, as long as you're like in a hotel room, they're not gonna know. Like, I wouldn't suggest going swimming, but, like, as far as, like, going to take a nice, long, hot shower in your family's hotel room, that's probably not an issue. So, yeah, did Town Pass, and there was a hockey game that night, so we were actually able to stay out later than what he was supposed to. It was actually, we stayed out till, like, midnight, because if you signed up to go to the hockey game, you were able to stay out later without getting in trouble. So we went to the hockey game, didn't get in till like midnight. And that was about it for Friday. There's really not a whole lot to the graduation part of it. The coin ceremony Airman's run's a lot more intricate. There's a lot more to do. But that was about it. So yeah, if y'all have any questions about graduation day, let me know. They are in their blue uniforms, in case you're wondering. First day they're in their camo. Second day they're in their blue uniforms. So, yeah. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'm going to go on to tell you about Saturday and Sunday of BMT graduation. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye, guys.